In this video, we're going to be looking at a really simple, great starter project for you, and that is creating the artwork for a Bath and Body Works soap dispenser holder. This would be a great little beginner project for you because it's really simple, doesn't require a whole lot of Inkscape knowledge to have some success right out the gate here. Now we're going to be using an SVG file that was sent to me because the person that sent it to me says, "Hey, could you teach me how to make a Bath and Body Works dispenser?" And sorry to tell you, there is no special trick. It's not complicated whatsoever. Let's go ahead and import our artwork and just take a look at what we're dealing with here. So this is the artwork, this little Hello Kitty design. So I'm assuming that this was probably purchased off of Etsy or something like that. You know, you can get SVGs absolutely everywhere on the planet. And this particular one, she's kind of a cute little design. So I think that'll be fun. You could also, so you could use this as a soap dispenser, but what I'm going to use it for is a toothbrush holder. Because my little girl, she's 7, I think she'll love it. Um, but at any rate, let's go ahead and right click and choose ungroup. When we import SVGs, they typically come in grouped. So we just have to ungroup it a few times, sometimes 2 or 3 times. And now you can see we have all the individual pieces of our design. So now I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set the finished height. So let's go ahead and make sure that lock is locked. And then we'll do 115. And then what it does is when we change the height, it changes the width proportionately. And that's what we needed. So that's what we've got going on here. All right. So now we can go ahead and take a look at what all these things are. So this first one here is our back plate. So you just toggle it on and off, see what it is, and then we can name it. So double click back plate. And then the next piece here, I believe that's our apple. And our next piece is our apple dots. I'm sort of guessing here, but what is that? That's our white. Perfect. And what is this? Pink? Oh, okay. And that is green. And this is yellow. And then finally, that is white. But here's what we're going to do. So our eyes, we're going to connect to our existing white. So we're going to control click on the white here. And then I'm going to talk to you about a keyboard shortcut you must put to memory. Control plus will bring things together. And control minus will cut things away. Those are 2 keyboard shortcuts you should really learn. One is called Union, Control Plus, and the other one is called Difference. And that's what, if something is on top of something else and you hit Control minus, it'll cut, cut, cut. All right. So let's do it. Control Plus. Now those are one piece. Okay. Now I do not want to show you where to get to the Union command because if I do it, then you won't use your keyboard shortcuts and that will really frustrate me. So learn your keyboard shortcuts, just a few that I really tell you really have to. Okay, trust me. S will move us to the selection tool. N will take us to the node tool. There's only a few that you really got to put to memory. But if you must, go up here to path and you can find union and difference right here. But you see that keyboard shortcut in light gray, it says Control plus plus and Control plus minus. So those are 2 that I would really take the time to put to memory. And when you start using these keyboard shortcuts, you'll use them all the time. They'll become second nature. You won't know how to use Inkscape without them. All right. So that now we have reached this pinnacle here. Now I am a little bit concerned that she is going to stand up on my counter the way I want to. So what we're going to do is grab our rectangle tool. And by the way, you don't have to remember this keyboard shortcut, but you should. It's R. Just R. Just draw a rectangle. R. See, that's easy. But we're just going to nip her toes right off. Just nip her toes. Remember, S for our selection tool. Shift, click on black. And what are we going to do? We're going to nip. We're going to nip, nip, nip. Control minus. See? Now, Yeah, we did nip it. We did nip it just a tiny little bit there. That's all I wanted. Double click here, and all we're going to do is delete all those nodes. Boom. And so now you can see we have a nice flat surface there. That's all I was after. Just I think that'll help her stand upright a little bit easier. Okay. So of course, once our soap dispenser's in there, it'll add some weight to it anyhow, and that for sure will help it stand up a little bit better. So at this point, really, honestly, our artwork is technically complete. Now, I'm going to go through this whole process of making this one dispenser, and then I'm going to show you an alternate method. And I've not made one yet, so I can't tell you if my alternate method is going to be ultimate or not. But I suspect, just based on my basic knowledge of 3D printing, that the other way, the way I feel like it should be done, could be even more amazing. But we'll just have to wait and see, because we got to get through this one first. All right. So that's it. Our artwork is complete here in Inkscape. We can take this and create a 3D model in just a matter of a few seconds over in our slicer. So that's what we're doing next. Hold on tight.